Now Pat Hyde working on it underneath. Puck comes away to the far side wall. Technical difficulties inside the Pepsi rink, and Dane Sardelli has the Demons back on the board. 2-1. The Demons lead a minute 20 into the third.
That was a good rush in the zone by Bismarck Sardelli at 2:20 here. It was just a nice snipe shot over Odie Nelson. We'll wait to see if there's an assist on the play. Here's Dan Sem.
We'll listen in to Dan Sem. Delayed call coming on the Demons. Puck is going to be taken and moved ahead forward. Still a delayed call. Bergerud has it, sends it in front of the net. That one went just wide. And a stop in the play, and the power play coming for Mountain High. This is a big power play after Dane Sardelli gets the Demons on the board.
Yeah, I didn't hear the assist. I tried to pull my headset off to hear and couldn't hear. Sardelli's now going to the penalty box with a rough. That penalty comes at 1:38, so he scores at 1:20, and 18 seconds later he takes a roughing penalty. And boy, the Magicians need to counter here and tie this back up. Face off to the left of Ackerman. Davis will take the draw for the Magicians. And the Demons try to dump it down. It hits a body of players right on the blue line. It'll go all the way back down to Odie Nelson. And here comes the Magicians. Hyde tries to hit Vile with the pass. Can't get out of the zone, and it's stolen. And moving in all by himself, and he scores! The Magicians couldn't get it out. Caleb Petrie steals the puck at the top of the circle and goes in on a great move. He deked down Odie Nelson, cut through the slot, and waited till Odie had committed and shoots it in short-handed. And that's going to come at 1 minute and 58 seconds.
Well, within the first minute, 58 of the third, Bismarck High up 3-1. Once again, some technical difficulties at the radio station. Our apologies, trying to get us back on the air for all of our listeners on 1390 tonight. Boy, they're going to be surprised when the radio comes back on, and all of a sudden it's 3-1 Bismarck High. It was 1-1 at the end of 2 periods played.
Yeah, Sardelli at 1:20.
Timeout on the ice. We'll do the same thing. Mountain High down 3-1. This is Mountain High Magicians Hockey.
Time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. I love space. Planet Pizza.
Face-off coming to Odie Nelson's glove side with 14:53 to play here in the third period. Mountain High down by a pair, 3-1. Back-to-back goals. Sardelli and Petrie have the Demons on the board. The last one was a shorthanded tally, and it's a 3-1 hockey game. Boy, not what we expected to start the third here tonight.
No, that was just like a quick sucker punch to the gut and then a slap in the face as they happened so fast. And puck went out of play, I believe. Blado waiting for another biscuit, and he's got it, and he'll carry it out to the ice surface. Lift rig's coming over now, bringing the damaged puck back to the penalty box.
Face-off on the glove side of Quinn Ackerman on at neutral ice, and it's the Demons with control. They take it and fire it all the way in. Odie Nelson to the left of the net to play it. And a stop in the play. A high stick is going to be called on the Magicians. Not one of the penalty sorts, but just the one that's going to bring the play to an end.
That'll face off now to the right of Nelson. Well, the Magicians have some work to do now. 14:23 remaining in regulation play, and they trail 3-1. And the Demons, Sardelli in the box still for another 101. The Magicians really need a tally here on this power play.
Our apologies again. Some technical difficulties inside the arena at the Pepsi rink. We left you when it was 1-1. We come back to you when it's 3-1. And it's Bismarck High that's got the lead. Sardelli and Caleb Petrie were the goal scorers. Odie Nelson out of the net to play it. Sent it over to Pat Hyde. Now it's sent up to Broughton. Broughton sends it out to center ice. Goes away to Deal. Now Stenberg's in with it. Stenberg near wing. Turns it towards the net, but it's taken away by Lennartz. And the puck comes back to center where Patrick Hyde has it again. Hyde moves it back away across the blue line, and the offsides is called.
Just barely offside over there on the far blue line. And the face-off will be outside of Ackerman's zone to his left. 23 seconds remaining in the penalty to the Demons.
Off the draw, neutral ice. Puck is worked back over to Peterson near side. Hard slap shot. He spins it into the zone. Underneath the goal line. Far wing. It's Fillion trying to work it out. Fillion bumps it back up to the point. Now Pozda trying to send it down. Comes away out of the tape for 26. Sullivan, and Sullivan moves it ahead. Sullivan back on the retrieve, and the Demons are at full strength. Modern High's got a hill to climb. They're down 2. 3-1 the score here with 13:15 to play in the third. Back-to-back goals, a minute 58 in to period number 3. Dane Sardelli got the first one. His 24th of the year. 24th point, that is, of the year. Next one came from Petrie. His 26th point of the season. Under 13 to play in the third period. Puck's down underneath the Modern High goal line. Back in behind Odie Nelson. Puck lays in the far circle, sent across away to the near side wing. Back up to the point. The Demons hold the zone with it. Near side, this is Dayton Deeks. Puck comes back away down to Peterson on the near side. Underneath the net. Peterson runs into a Demon down low. The puck is going to be moved out to center ice, and here comes Hunter Cope with it. Cope crosses over center, moves it in. Boy, the play sure went silent after Bismarck High got back-to-back tallies, didn't it?
Yeah, it just knocked the air right out of this place, and that's what happens in the home rink if the home team gets scored on a couple of times. The crowd was in a frenzy going into the third period.
Hyde moves it around the end wall on the near side wing. Back underneath the net, glove side of Odie Nelson. Let's see what the Magi are made of. Plenty of time left. They can score 2 in 11:55. I can guarantee it. They've scored 49 goals in their last 6 games. Pat Hyde wrestled to the ice all over Pat Hyde as Zach Schmidt. No call on the play. Puck comes back underneath behind Odie Nelson around to the far side. Logan Broughton moved it up the wall. Up to Vial. Then now Flemmel moves it ahead, trying to get it back off to Bergrud. Taken by Sardelli back into the offensive zone, and it's taken here by Hyde, who moves it away to the near wing, and into the offensive zone comes Plemmel. He's going to be whistled for the offside. Then Plemmel was railed. Sardelli sent him for a spin. Sardelli's got the puck now. He crosses neutral ice with it. Walks in on Peterson. Peterson took it from him and then spun it up to center ice. Across it goes to the far side wing, chipped ahead. Deal throws a body over there. The puck comes back into Modern High territory. Around the end wall to the near wing. Up to Plemmel. Now the puck out of the tape for Davis. He sent it forward, intended for Deal. Goes back into the possession of Lennartz, and it's moved all the way back in behind Odin Nelson. 10:50 to play here in the third period. Icing the call on the Demons, and the faceoff comes on Ackerman's glove side.
My old announcing partner of 11 years, Rob Hall, checking in from Fargo. He was listening on Pro Style. I guess lost it down there a little bit as well on the internet, but he's got her back.
Yeah, we had an internet issue. This day and age, we don't use the phone line anymore, the old school stuff. I don't even know if there's phone lines in this press box. We use the internet to do it.
Yeah, there's hardwire in here.
tech issue. Ian, drive comes up. Petrie fired it in. Odie Nelson made the save. Our apologies, and our apologies to all those sponsors as well. And you, the fans, of course. Thrilling matchup tonight in the semifinals. Mountain High is down by a pair. 3-1 the score. Bismarck High has the lead. Face off on Nelson's blocker side. In on the draw. Brett Davis couldn't win the draw. Petrie did. Back to the point. Comes back in front of Odie Nelson. Tipped the net. Went wide. Comes underneath the net. Broughton's got it for the Magi. Moves it up the far wall. Davis no look backhand pass up to Deal. He's surrounded by Demons, and the Demons work it back into the offensive zone. Goes off of Fillion. Fillion trying to move it ahead. Now there's going to be a stop with the play a high stick on Fillion. And a face-off coming back to the neutral ice zone. 10-14 to play in the third. Mountain High can't find a solution to Bismarck High. They're going to have to win tomorrow if they want a chance to go to the Ralph Engelstad Arena for the state high school hockey tournament. That game at 1:15 tomorrow. They'll play Dickinson. If they could find a way to beat Bismarck High tonight, they'll play Century tomorrow at 4 p.m. for the region crown. Pat Hyde's back in his own territory. Way to the near side wing. Stenberg into the offensive zone. Now Haberman worked it across. Nick Murphy offsides on the Magi on the Devin Blada call. The faceoff comes back to center. Always so important when you get to tournament time to come out of the West 1 or 2. Because that usually means you won't have to take on Red River or Central in that opening round of the tournament, which just seems to be such a poison having to do that. They're so powerful. 23 and 17 state championships, I believe the numbers are. Central has more. Either way, both those teams are dynamite. Back at the point, Hyde sends it in, tipped in front. Bouncer comes in on Ackerman, loose puck in front of the cage. Big hit there from Stenberg, and it's freed and sent to center where Pat Hyde works it across. Haberman's in on the forecheck. Haberman got it to Murphy. Dumped it around the end wall. We're down to 9:25 to play in the third. Mountain High's going to need one here soon. Not easy to come by goals against Bismarck High this year. Only 4 total in 4 games. Into the offensive zone for the Demons. Joey Heinert takes it down to the near corner. Sends it back behind the net. Demons with control of it. Connor Martire. Back in behind Nelson. Pat Hyde worked it away to the near side wing. From behind the cage, Joey Heinert to the near wing. Off the right circle, up to the point. That one shot right into the tummy there of 19, Hunter Cope, and Cope's going to carry it in. Cope walks across. Stenberg sends it in front of the net. Loose puck comes away to the near side for Peterson, and Peterson moves it ahead. Out to center ice. Here's Dane Sardelli. Sardelli gets around opposed to Sardelli. Run into by Hunter Cope, and then it's free to Stenberg, and Stenberg makes a move. Boy, he's got the wheels spinning again. Stenberg into the offensive zone. Vial with him. Tried to feed it to Sam Opposda. It was taken away, and now Petrie's in over the line. Petrie had the puck stripped from him. Demons carry back through the neutral ice zone and then into Mountain High territory. And with it is Graydon Stone. On the near wall now. The puck is dumped in behind Odie Nelson, who's out to play it. The Demons have to touch up on sides, and then the puck is worked around to the near point. Sent in front of Nelson, but wide. Petrie on the forecheck. Vial couldn't get to the puck in time, and now the Demons have possession of Mountain High's D territory. 7:50 to play in the third. Mountain High down by a pair. Leonard's from the line, shoots it in. The pad save on the stick side is made from Nelson, and it's back in front of Odie now, where taken by Fillion, and then it's pushed ahead. Vial sent it back over to Davis. Davis got it ahead. This is Fillion into the offensive zone. He sends it back in behind Ackerman. Leonard's on the retrieve, and now Leonard's will start the rush. Flips it up to center. Rolling puck comes all the way down. There's an icing. And Pat Hyde run into after the play by TJ Ball, and Hyde's got words for Ball.
Hopefully just words. You don't want to take another penalty right now. With 7:20 left, the Magicians can get right back in this if they can get a tally, but now is the time, and they got to stay out of the box.
7:20 to play in the third period. Mountain High has used up their timeout tonight. Not exactly sure if we were still on the air or not when we were talking about the Birdies Hydromulching Fishing Tournament today. championship crown. 15 pounds of walleye caught from the Birdies group. That's always fun. 7:05 to play in the third. 3-1 Monmouth High trailing Bismarck High in the region semifinals as Mason Deal crosses over the blue line. Sent it over to Jack Plemmel. He wasn't ready for that pass. Got past him and now all the way back into Monmouth High territory where it's taken by the captain, Logan Broughton. Broughton on the near side wing. Turns it up to center. Lead pass ahead off of Plemmel. All the way down it comes. Monmouth High goes for a change. 4 for 5. Plemmel tied up in the corner by Drew Leonard. So the puck is freed out at center. Big hit. Stenberg fires a monster hit on Heinert. And Stenberg back in, but it's Bergerud that was in the offensive zone. Just out for a Sunday stroll. Didn't get over the blue line in time.
No, Bergerud tried to throw a check down there and he missed and he ran into the boards himself and it was very slow to get up. And by the time he got up and got off, Stenberg was bringing it in by himself, but of course Bergerud was offside.
On the near side wing, offensive zone for the Magi. We're down to 6:23 to play here in the third period. Sardelli's back in with it. Sardelli turning it towards Nelson and went wide. Odie's seen 34 shots tonight. He stopped 31 of them. Sardelli brings it back to the point where it's handled by Deke, sends it in. Odie makes the save, and then Odie crashed into it hard. Martire make that Joey Heinert having a conversation with Chase Haberman.
Well, Odie was out of the paint by about 3-4 feet. It's anybody's game. Anybody can go there when he comes that far out to make the save. So, not really a bad play by Bismarck's number 10, Heinert.
On Nelson's glove hand side, face-off is taken and one back to Leonards. Drew Leonards across the blue line. Did that puck escape the zone? It did. Esslinger was right there. So we'll face it off right in front of the Monmouth High bench.
We're down to 6:04 now in regulation play. The Magicians still trying to find a way to solve Ackerman and get this to a one-goal game.
1-1 at the end of 2. In the first minute 58 of the third, Bismarck High found a way to score twice, one of them shorthanded. In front of Odie Nelson, then wide on the glove side, comes away to the near wing, opposed to pitchforks it with the backhand to stop in the play. Liffrig's got his arm up. I don't know what the call is. It's an interference, but I'm not sure who on, and I don't know if the players know. It's going to be on 7, Caleb Petrie. The power play comes out for the Magi.
11-12 will be the time of that penalty, and this is pretty much make it or break it essential power play here for the Magicians.
Big power play is exactly right. 5:48 to play in the third. 3-1, Monmouth High. Trailing Bismarck High, and off the draw, the puck is sent down the length of the ice. Nelson's going to be out to play it. Nelson leaves this one back in behind. Dane Sardelli hard on the forecheck. Odie's going to have to fall on it. Little miscommunication there between Vial and Odie Nelson, and the faceoff coming to Odie's glove hand side.
Boy, Sardelli is really capable of rattling the cage as well. He gets into a lot of activity in front of the Magician net.
Connor Martire having a conversation there with Pat Hyde, also off the draw. That one from Martire right into the chest of Nelson, who went into the butterfly. He made the save with 5:35 to play in the third. Minute 48 of the power play. The Magicians need 2 to tie it.
Something fell, I think either a mouth guard or something fell straight down there right before the draw.
Mike Esslinger came over the referee. He picked it up.
Yeah, it's a piece of stuffing or something from the Breezers or something.
Taken here by Deal. He fires it all the way down on the retrieve. Stenberg back behind the net. Stenberg's battling forward here. He frees it back to the point. Vial's got it. Hyde calls for it. He gets it on the left side of the blue line, over to the right side. Vial mishandled the pass. Gets it back over to Hyde now. Hyde's got it. Hyde pressured at the line by Martire. Down to the corner. Way to Mason Deal battling for it. Taken by Martire. He's going to flip it up to the blue line. Now Sardelli's got it. It's a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Sardelli's in. He's over the line.
Connor Martire went offside by about a stride.
Sardelli gets into it with Pat Hyde after the whistle. And the faceoff will be back in the neutral ice zone. Is there going to be a call on the play? Yes, and Dane Sardelli's going to the box. And Sardelli's confused of why. Well, I'll tell you why. He speared Pat Hyde after the play. And Minot High's getting a power play. 5-on-3 for the next minute 9.
And the linesman called it. And they're taking Stenberg too.
Stenberg skated over and had words for Dane Sardelli, and then Tyler Liffrig.
Yeah, and you don't do that. They were going to get a power play out of the deal, and Stenberg went on over, and I don't think they was arranging a dinner date after the game. And then Liffrig rings him up, so that much-needed power play is gone.
Face-off right in front of the Minot High bench. Curious to know what Stenberg said over there. Either way, he ended up in the sin bin, and it erases the 5-on-3 power play. Meanwhile, 59 seconds remain on the 5-on-4 as Nick Murphy's on the near side wing.
2 minutes unsportsmanlike conduct. Bismarck skater number 17, 2 minutes unsportsmanlike. 12:04 in the third.
Puck is hammered the length of the ice by the Demons and out to play in his own Nelson. Well, Minot High's played a good game tonight.
Yes, they have.
2 minutes here in the third period. The first 2 minutes, to be exact, first minute 58 to be exact, they gave up 2 goals. That's where Bismarck High's got their lead. Demons trying to clear the zone out of their own end. Comes away to Peterson. Back across to Broughton. Broughton handling, trying to move it ahead forward. Still loose there, comes away down to Broughton on the far side. Murphy back up to Bergrud, and Bergrud spins it off the wall. Got it to Logan Broughton. 4 seconds on the power play. 3:50 to play here in the third. Broughton has it, sends it towards the net. That one went wide. Minot High's been stuck on 16 for shots on goal for quite some time. All the way since the end of the second. Haven't registered a shot here in the third. Into the offensive zone, Martire walks in, delay call coming on Hertz, and here's a shot coming in. As soon as Hertz touches it, Minot High is going to go shorthanded. 3:20 to play in the third period.
And it just started to unravel here in the last few minutes for the Magicians. They just kind of lost their temperament here. Hertz is going to come to the box, and that's going to be a trip here at the 13:40 mark. Grand Forks Central is on to the championship game over in the East region. They get a 3-0 victory over Fargo North, and Davies leads Red River 1-0 after 1 period of play in the other semifinal.
Wow. Here's Drew Leonard's offensive zone, sends it in front, fired. Only Nelson made the save. Shorthanded are the Magi for the next minute 49 with 3:08 to play in the third. They're down by 2 at 3-1. Slap shot from the line. Graydon Stone battling for it in front of the Minot High net. Odie Nelson put the lumber to the back of Petrie. No call on the play. That was Ed Belfour-esque. Here's a drive coming. Odie makes a save. Rebound shot save. Back in behind the cage. Comes away to the near wing. Underneath the Minot High goal, there's a scrum for it. Things are getting physical, even more physical than they were earlier. Comes back to the point. Leonard sends it across. Graydon Stone. Back behind the net, the Magicians have it. Fillion takes it and launches that one all the way down. Pat Hines got words for Graydon Stone. 1 minute 9 seconds to play here on the Demon power play with 2:25 to play in the third period. Minot High's down by a pair. Fired out to center by the Magi. They haven't registered a shot here in this third period. Puck comes down. That will be an icing on the Demons in the power play. Still out for 53 seconds for Bismarck High.
You know, we talked about just anything, a little lapse can just kill you, and the Magicians had that lapse at the start of the period, fell down 3-1, but can't explain why they haven't had a shot on goal since. That's unbelievable that Bismarck just put the dragnet out and is just not allowing the Magicians anything here in the third.
Back in behind the Minot High net. Puck on the near side for Dayton Deeks. Trying to move it up to center. Now Dane Sardelli in. 2-minute warning. We're under 2 to play in the region semifinals. Minot High trying to pull the lucky rabbit foot tonight. They're down by 2, 3-1 the score with 30 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Demons have control of it. Backdoor feed. The drive came across. Wraparound from behind the net. Dane Sardelli's got it on the near wing. Back to the point. Across to Deke. Sends it back to the near side for Dane Sardelli. Comes up to Peterson. He hammers it to the near wing, trying to clear the zone. Sardelli slap shot pad save. Odie's got it underneath the left pad. And the faceoff will come on his glove side.
Nice save there again by Nelson. Well, if the Magicians play like this tomorrow, if they can't pull this out in 129, Dickinson's in for a rough game because the Magicians played a pretty darn good game tonight against a very powerful Demon team.
Minot High needs one more skater on the ice. Here comes Logan Broughton down to 9 seconds on the penalty kill. 1 minute, 29 seconds to play in the third. Kind of like the last Adam Sandler movie you watched. High expectations, real exciting. Then you get to it and all of a sudden you're like, really? What just happened? That's what happened in this third period. You expect Happy Gilmore. You end up with 50 first dates. 1 minute, 8 seconds to play in the third. Minot High down by 2. Will Odie Nelson come off for the extra attacker. Still in the blue paint. Shouldn't come now because there's a breakaway. Furman's in all alone. Furman in on Nelson. Backhanded drive. He scored.
Once again, he cuts across the slot, making Odie commit. And once he's finally got him committed, he just tucks it home. And that's going to come at 16:05 here, make it 4-1 Demons, and that'll pretty much put this one away. And the Demons will be on to their crosstown rival, the Century Patriots, in tomorrow's championship game at 3:30.
Not only that, they've stamped their ticket to the state tournament again. And let me tell you what, Mike Peluso's team has been in the state championship back-to-back years. Can they do it again this year? They're just a team. They just have everybody going. They're not done yet. Into the offensive zone, walking, turning, firing it towards the net. Comes down underneath the goal line, working it now, Farnsworth. Sent away to the far wing. This is Preston Wachter. Haven't heard his name yet tonight. Comes away down to Landon Fisher. Line 4 out for the Demons.
Mr. Thomas and Irie might have something to say about that.
Odie Nelson yelling at the referee. Meanwhile, the puck is in the zone. Odie without his stick comes away to the near side wing. We're down to 15 seconds. Logan Broughton trying to clear it. Minot High doesn't register a shot in the third period. They give up 3 goals in the final frame, and Bismarck High wins tonight. They sweep the Magicians on the season. They stamp their ticket to the state tournament. They play Century tomorrow at 4 p.m. for the region title. Minot High, meanwhile, falls tonight. They play Dickinson tomorrow at 1:15 in the afternoon. And if they don't win, they don't qualify for state. Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show comes up next. Minot High falls tonight 4-1 in a thrilling region semifinal matchup here tonight. Region finals tomorrow. Minot High falls 4-1. B-Dubs postgame show's next. This is Minot High Magicians Hockey.
First International Bank and Trust employees are actively involved in helping our customers and communities grow. This is Kevin Vigestead from First International Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Whether it's coaching a Little League team, leading through involvement with nonprofit organizations, or a proud Beaver booster, know that all of us at First International Bank and Trust are committed to giving back to the places where we live and work.
Planet Pizza. Systems go for lunch when supper time's a crunch. T-minus now, it's time for Planet Pizza. With lots of space for fun, there's room for everyone. Don't be an alien to Planet Pizza. Space for fun. Planet Pizza. Planet Pizza.
Hi, my name is Marshall Kanam. I'm the manager of the UPS store here in Minot. It's time to make sure your holiday gifts arrive on time and unbroken. It's why at the UPS store we offer our pack and ship guarantee. We can pack, ship, insure your item, and get it there on time. 100% guaranteed. If anything were to happen, you're covered, and so is your package. So ship away for the holiday. For the finest in packing and shipping, the UPS Store. We're at 1940 South Broadway or online at theupsstore.com.
Hello, I'm Steve Funningsland, consumer lender at First Western Bank and Trust and sports enthusiast. Employees at First Western know the importance of teamwork in their day-to-day banking duties to best serve the community. I know the Minot and surrounding area high school and college athletic teams know the importance of teamwork as well. We want to wish all local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this year. Stay safe on the courts, on the fields, on the rinks, and in the gyms. We look forward to watching you succeed. With familiar faces you know, who know you by name, First Western Bank and Trust, you can bank on us, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
ProStyleProduction.com. This presentation on the Pro Style Production Broadcast Network has been made possible by IMM, Minot's Finest Collision Center, Premier Chiropractic, Ralph's Plumbing and Heating, Souris Valley Dental, Qdoba Mexican Grill, Thrifty White Drug, Duffy's Hockey and Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Vibetta Orthodontics, Bremer Bank, Minot Hockey Boosters, the UPS Store, Planet Pizza, First International Bank and Trust, Tecta America Dakotas, Elevation, First Western Bank and Trust, and Pro Style Production DJ Services. Stay up to date with the Pro Style Production Broadcast Network at ProStyleProduction.com. It's time for the Buffalo Wild Wings postgame show with the recap, stats, analysis, coaches' thoughts, Minot's Finest Collision Center stars of the game, and all the wing sauce you can handle. Let's return to the press box with Nick Hulberg.
Bismarck High wins 4-1 over the Magi tonight in the region semifinals. 4-1's the final. It was 1-1 after 2 periods of play. And Minot High doesn't show up for the third. Not exactly sure what happened there, but the Magicians, what a letdown that was, but part of the game, part of what they do, I guess. I don't know how you even say that. They don't register a shot on goal in the third period. Odie Nelson forced to make a handful in the third as well. 18 shots on him in the third. He gave up 3, all of which were breakaways and odd man opportunities in front of him. Not much he could do tonight. He was sensational. 44 shots against, his best outing of the year. He turned aside 40. On the other side, it was Ackerman that only saw 16. He didn't have any in the third.
Yeah, that you don't see that very often where you don't get a shot on goal in the third period. And it's kind of hard to explain, but I think they're towards the, after they gave up 2 goals in 158, I think the Magicians really started taking a lot of chances. But, boy, you got to give Bismarck some credit. They really, really hunkered down in front of their net and protected well. And the Magicians then started pinching a little bit, as you have to do when you're down 3-1 all of a sudden. And that created the odd man rushes that you're talking about. And Nelson, an outstanding game, 40 saves and 44 shots on goal. But, yeah, Bismarck just threw the blanket down in the third period. And we knew going into the third the next goal was going to be very, very crucial. And Bismarck ends up getting 2 of them in less than 2 minutes. And that took the air out of the building. That took the air out of the Magicians. Then they're the ones that got the white knuckles on the sticks, where I thought it might maybe go the other way around. But, you know, they played a really good game. That's the best they played them. They've lost all 4 games to them this year, but that was a good effort, I thought, by the Magicians tonight. And if they play like that, it might be a long afternoon for Dickinson tomorrow. At least Magician fans hope that that's the case.
Well, Minot High matched up with Dickinson recently, and they put a 10 spot on them. That was just a few weeks back. So you look at a Dickinson team that comes in looking to make it a three-peat, heading to the state tournament 3 years in a row. Minot High on the 3rd of February, they went to Dickinson and won 10-3. And Minot High is going to be hungry tomorrow afternoon. State tournament berth is what it's all about. And without a win tomorrow, Minot High doesn't qualify. What does it take tomorrow for the Magi to win against Dickinson?
I think they play just the way they did tonight. Maybe throw the third period away, but But the Magicians played really well tonight. I thought they had the desire, they had the hustle. They were hitting well, they were physical. They finally broke through the 7-period scoreless streak against Bismarck. They took this thing right where they wanted it, 1-1 going into the third. I think if they play the way that they played tonight, I think that they're just a little bit too much for Dickinson to handle. And it might maybe be a little bit of the old heart telling me that. But hey, Minot's the better hockey team than Dickinson. Yeah. Unless they come in if this loss completely shot them down to where they're not motivated tomorrow, but I just can't see that. They've already lost to Bismarck 3 times this year. It's not a surprise that they lost the hockey game by any means. So I feel that they can definitely come on back and play well tomorrow.
Birdie's Hydromulching, specializing in dirt work, landscaping, and hydromulching. You deserve a great lawn. Visit Birdie's today at birdiesmulching.com or call 701-720-8411. Mars specializes in restoring pride in your ride, exterior and interior repairs, automotive accessories, leather seat covers, and much more. Visit themarsnation.com for more information. Here's the kicker. Fargo Davies is up right now on Red River 2-0. That would be an upset over on the east side of the state. Don't get me wrong. Either way, Red River or Davies, you don't want to play either of them, but you'd rather be playing Davies, I think, in that opening round of the tournament. With the Davies upset, that would put Davies into that bracket. How would that work? We'd end up playing Davies. Either way, it sounds like Davies or Central. However it works, the upset from Red River over on that east side of the state with Fargo Davies could have a better matchup for Mount High in the opening round of the state high school hockey tournament in a week.
Yeah, possibly, but I think the main thing at hand is they got to play the Dickinson Midgets tomorrow, and they have to win that hockey game. So let's not sit in the hot tub at our motel yet. I mean, they've got to win tomorrow, but I do think the Magicians will have the advantage tomorrow. I don't mean to burst your bubble on the trying to figure out who we're playing at state, but you know what? You can't get there if the tires fall off. So you have to make sure you're there first.
Center stars of the game.
Let's try this again.
It's time for the Minot's Finest Collision Center stars of the game. Minot's Finest Collision Center. We are Minot's Finest.
Tough choice each and every night. Tonight, maybe a little bit easier. You give credit where credit's due. It's the hometown broadcast. So we'll have a 2-1 tonight. And the hometown broadcast will have 2 Minot High guys. How about Dane Sardelli, though, for Bismarck High tonight? I thought he was one of the best players on the ice. He and Drew Leonard should definitely be in the conversation. I just thought those 2 guys were sensational tonight for Bismarck High.
Leonard's very tough what he does, and he got him going, obviously scoring the first goal. So I agree with you there. Sardelli got the second goal of the game, but boy, he was so physical. He gets in front of the net and he creates all sorts of trouble in front of Odie Nelson, and Minot didn't really have an answer when he got his big body in front of the net. I think they guarded him pretty well, but yeah, Sardelli, an outstanding. He makes things happen out there. He's tall and he's lanky, and he's a tough kid, and I think he definitely played very well tonight.
Kyler Stenberg is going to be a star of the game for me tonight. Boy, he was just rolling, had a little bit of a brain fart there at the end. When Sardelli ended up in the box, he ended up negating that power play with some words for him, but emotions got the best of him. That doesn't take away from the fact that he was Minot High's best forward tonight. Oh,
man, Stenberg was all over the place. That guy was just, and Jordan Willard said it on one of the intermissions. He found another gear, and he can't even see where that gear came from. He was just possessed tonight. He played a real good game, man. That kid went so hard tonight and made a real great play on the Magicians' goal on the assist from, I believe, Tatum Hertz got that assist. Stenberg, outstanding game for the Magicians. Boy, if he skates like that tomorrow, I don't know who the Midgets are going to try to put on him to slow him down.
44 shots, 40 saves tonight for our star of the game, though, Odie Nelson. That game could have been blown wide open in the middle frame. He had 18 saves alone in the third period. He had 19 saves in the second. Wasn't busy in the first, but that second period, Minot High was outshot 20-6 in the second frame. and that game could have been a runaway train at that point in the hockey game. I thought Odie was the best player tonight for the Magicians, and if he continues to play that way, he had the shutout last night, he has to play like that again tomorrow against Dickinson, and if they win against Dickinson, which I believe they will, he's going to have to play like that at the state tournament if Minot High wants a chance.
Yeah, he was. He really had his angles covered very well tonight. A lot of those efforts that Bismarck was throwing at him from the circle and from the blue line, Odie just seemed to just really have his angles down well, and he'd come on out way out of his paint and make some saves. He couldn't hold the fort down forever, though, especially with 44 shots on him compared to 16. So, but Odie definitely, I think this is probably one of the best games that I've seen him play since I jumped on board with you here in the middle of the season. So we'll see if he's got, hopefully he's got a lot left in the tank and the net tomorrow for the Magicians as they take on Dickinson.
Drew Leonard started the scoring tonight for Bismarck High. Sullivan and Neese had the assist. Stenberg in the second at 5:09 moments later. That first goal came in the second, by the way. Stenberg got on the board thanks to Tatum Hertz at 5:09. We went into the third tied 1-1. Even strength goal from Dane Sardelli, a minute 20 in. Dayton Deeks had the assist. Caleb Petrie at a minute 58, only 38 seconds later, struck again. Chase Furman at 16:05, even strength goal, gets the Demons on the board for the final time with the assist to Zach Schmidt. That's the scoring tonight. You mentioned it, 44-16 shots on goal. Saves were 40-15. Minot High had more saves on more shots that they saw tonight. Odie Nelson, our star of the game. Stenberg and Sardelli, the other two stars of the game. Final thoughts tonight as we head to tomorrow, the qualifier at 1:15. We'll have that game pregame show for you, the Planet Pizza pregame show at roughly 1 o'clock tomorrow. Looking forward to that on 1390 KRRZ and at ProStyleProduction.com.
Yeah, tomorrow starts off at 11 o'clock with Bottineau and Jamestown in a tilt for a state tournament berth. And then we'll be on 30 minutes after that game. They're shooting for that 1:15 time frame. The championship game, in case you folks are wondering, 3:30 scheduled time tomorrow for the championship game. And then I believe at 8:05 tomorrow night, it will be the Minot State Beavers here taking on Colorado State. So my crew's got, you know, they only have 3 games in the regional on championship day. So in our mind as a maintenance crew, oh, thank God we don't have 4 games. We just got 3 on Saturday. Oops, Minot State plays. So once again, our crew's got a 4-game day here. So I'll come in about, planning on about 6:30 in the morning. Come on in and get this sheet of ice ready for the game in the morning, and then I'll be here all night long. So this is the time of the year where you put in a lot of work, but it's also so fun too because it's tournament time.
It is tournament time, and Minot High needs to win tomorrow if they want a chance to stay alive. For Larry McFall, Jordan Willert, John Grubb, Mike Peluso joining us on the broadcast tonight. I'm Nick Hulberg. Until tomorrow at about 1 o'clock. Good night, and God bless.
Deal tucks it home, and the Magi lead 3-0.
Hi, this is Nick Hulberg, the voice of Magi Hockey, inviting you to join me and Larry McFall on 1390 KRRZ for live coverage of the 2018 West Region Hockey Tournament. The Planet Pizza pregame show starts 20 minutes prior to each Magi matchup.
Top shelf backhand, right where Grandma keeps the cookies.
1390 KRRZ, the home of Minot High Magicians Hockey.